all summer, the trees are all green and wonderful. And then as soon as it starts to get cold, right, and the sun changes, the true colors of the leaves come out, and they are spectacular. And think about that in life. Think about that for people. What does that mean, you know? When we're all young and fresh and green, you know, there's a beauty to the summer, right? The summer of life. But it's when we face difficult things in our lives, right? When the cold winds blow, when the rains come, and the sun changes, that our true colors emerge, right? What we're really made of, who we really are, what we really stand for. So, motivating guys to take care of their health as a positive value of being part of a proud community of gay men, and more broadly of LGBT people. People who insist on integrity, insist on being honest about themselves, right? Insist on authenticity. That's a pretty amazing community to be part of. And when you look at what I call our LGBT heroic legacy, you know, the legacy of men and women who have gone before us, and some who are still fortunately living today, and realize, you know, what they endured, with the price that they paid to stand up for honesty, to stand up for integrity against these forces of society, of the law, telling them legally you are a second-class citizen. You know, legally you can't get married to the person you love, but your brother or sister who is heterosexual can, right? You're raised by the same parents, but one has the right to wed someone he or she loves, the other one doesn't, just based on their sexual orientation. Wow. So the fact that our community stood up and challenged this stuff is enormous, enormous. And the people who have been involved, you know, both highly visible people, the Larry Kramers of the world, you know, our best known AIDS activist, now 80 years old, Harvey Milk in San Francisco. I love to quote Harvey, who in 1978, in a speech in San Francisco, he was the first openly gay elected official in the United States. He was a city councilor in San Francisco. And in a speech, a famous speech, he said, you have to give the people hope. You have to give the people hope. Whether it's gay people or Latino people, Asian people, African American people, whatever. People have got to have hope for their future, right? They've got to feel like life is worth living, that it does get better, right? And it seems to me that if we can work on inspiring hope in young gay men, if we can provide examples from us older folks of, you know, gay men who are getting older, but who are still here and still having a good time and still rocking out to dance music, you know, whatever. I mean, things that a lot of gay men, you know, enjoy. But that we're still here, and I still feel hopeful about my future. I just turned 57 last week, and, you know, I'm still very hopeful and optimistic about my future. It motivates me as an HIV positive guy to take my meds every day, you know, because I want to be here. I don't want that to complicate any of the great things that I envision in my future.